let's talk about the Phazer today. So I kind of got carried away with it. I was gonna make a few more videos of it, but the other day I just basically went to town on it, and oh my god, the skid is in, properly mounted, and the tunnel is in, that Procline bumper is on, that's all properly mounted. Super light sled. Yeah, besides a few things, it doesn't drive yet, but besides a few things, aesthetically, it's pretty well almost there. So we got that tunnel. I had to cut it down the middle because it was too wide, and then put it back together. So it's not the prettiest, it's not too bad. But that Procline bumper, it doesn't exactly fit perfectly with the angle in the tunnel, because on the Procline chassis, the tunnel part, the tunnel extension actually arches up, so it follows the tunnel on the Proclines a little better. But the reason I went with this bumper is because it's actually it actually has some support of it. It's actually a supporting part of the chassis. So I've got it all mounted to the rear. Everything kind of holds on to the rear of the original tunnel, the main chassis, and also the rear skid mount, which is dark, but it's right here, and goes back to our new rear skid mount, which I use some Procline parts. They're not exactly meant for this, but they fit really well, and you can't really see, but in here, that's all reinforced. Going back to chassis, they've got about 3 pieces of metal all holding that together. Also, that's riveted on. It's dark. That's going to get trimmed up and painted. Same thing on the other side. A few additional bolts holding on to where the old bumper mounts were on the other side of the frame, so we got more support there too. Not worried at all about the stability of that and that falling apart. It's actually pretty solid. What else have we done? Like I said, the skid is fully mounted now. We got our front skid mount made. Found a good bracket for that, and it goes back to not just the thinner part of the tunnel, but it goes back to, I guess, it's not really the bulkhead, but that's what I'm going to call it, because there's actually a thicker piece of metal right where that decal ends, and there's some more reinforcement there, so I got that bolted up to that as well. Seat is on. What did we do? We have our PowerMad 10-inch riser on it. I didn't have to actually make the cables any longer. What I did have to do here on this side is, because this assembly is slide on, it doesn't split like this assembly, so I did have to cut off the mountain bar, just that little grab handle. I know I can get another one to put it in, like just a little hooks like the Polaris's. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I haven't decided yet. You can see one handlebar is a little bit longer on the other side than the other. I'll probably do the same thing to that side, just because that brake, because the cable's so short, I just have to reroute it through a place on this fascia just to make that work. Got this LED on there. Again, that goes through this panel and then back up to the wiring. That is our cold air intake. It's not going to stay this way. There's going to get a snow charger. Probably got the air box, and just show you that. We're starting to do some cooling on the hood. That's just all dirty from the fiberglass hood. And I'll just pull this right off. So we have our primary rebuilt and put back in. Carbs are in like we did last time. Everything's a little loose in here yet. I haven't done a whole bunch of mounting just because I'm still playing with it. And obviously that exhaust has to come back out because the chain case isn't put back together yet. The drivers aren't fully mounted. They are in. They're just sitting in there until I remember where I put that nut that holds on the PTO side of the drivers, which is right there. Again, it's dark, you can't really see. Still got our metal ski, still got to do that, but it's actually, you actually get to see that, oh my god, this is actually a working, like this is actually coming together. It's actually a snowmobile now. So it starts super easy. I haven't had this thing running a couple days, so should go almost right away. First pull, just like it used to 8 years ago. Got these. I actually have a little bit of tilt control, so I can tilt these bars further back. They're pretty well where I want them. I don't like them straight up and down. Usually I like to just follow the steering post, but if I follow the steering post, then they're going to be all the way back here. So, didn't do that, but I mean, everything is super solid on it. Bring it over like nothing. Yeah, got the cat bars on it. And what is on the to-do list now? It will be skis have to get done. I don't know if I'm going to actually build that riser block yet for that ski, because it actually does sit a little bit higher up with those M8 skis, and they're not the best ski, but they're kind of what I can get. Yeah, it's going to be the fight to keep this engine cool, because that's always the problem we had with it. So, like I said, I've started it there, and soon, in the next video, we will actually be able to test it out. Thanks for watching.
Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I don't, but I should.
Handlebars. Yeah, they're a little bad. That's good.